want to talk about the situation about people complaining about a pre-alpha, and it's not really that serious of a video for me. It's just something that I just want to get my chest off. Why are people complaining about a pre-alpha that's two generations before the final, product of the game? You know, I don't know why people complain about it. Pre-alpha, then the alpha, then the beta, and then the final game comes out, meaning that the game is nowhere near close to to come out. And possibly, in my opinion, and I really do want the patience because I want the game to be, good on release. That the game probably won't come out this year, in my opinion. The game is very big and broad. So they need to do some time ticking, not time ticking, but some time, you know, some take their time on it. They have to take their time on it, seriously. Because, we can't really listen EA guys, y'all cannot listen to people who complain too much on a pre-alpha. They're complaining about your game that is not even like close to being, complete. It's not even close. It's not inherently close. It's not even a quarter of closeness to being complete. So I don't think that we should have a war on whether or not, this game is bad on pre-alpha, that game is no, no, it's pre-alpha. We need to understand what a pre-alpha is, you know, because seriously, like it can determine the fate of the final game if we just complain about a pre-alpha, all the way through the final product of the game. So, like I said, the pre-alpha is not close to a finished product, not even close. The pre-alpha, then the alpha, then the beta, and then the final game gets dropped off to us. We should not. Oh, 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 my sneezing. We have to be sure on what we should argue about. The best argument for the game to get like most, developments on what DICE should do for the game and we should have our ideas formed for the game is possibly in the beta, you know, alpha a little bit, but the beta. And who knows, we probably won't get a beta for the game or even alpha because the game is almost close to release anyway, so they need to just take their time and implement all the ideas anyway because you know they listening very hard to us and I do believe that they are, even though it looks like they're not, who knows, who knows. I'm not in the big executive office, but seriously, Dice, please don't listen to people who say the game's ass or the game's this and that on a pre-alpha, man. It's a pre-alpha. It should be ass. It should. It shouldn't be good off rip. That's what a pre-alpha is. It's not even in alpha yet. We need the game to be good on the good feedback that's for the game that was implemented in the past battlefields that had the good reviews in that game. We can't have bad reviews off of bad reviews only for the pre-alpha. Has that ever happened before? I don't even know if people was, trash talking the pre-alpha and the final product came, torched, torched, terribleized. I never heard of it about it. So one thing for sure is that yes, yes, we can listen. We can listen to the certain effects to the pre-alpha. But the best thing I think that we can Dice can work on, not saying y'all should do it, but a good idea is to just work on the bugs instead of the big, product of the game like the movement and the weapons, right? Just only the damage to the weapons and seeing what can be, balanced in the teams and the scoreboard instead of like the whole like effect of the game, you know? Because it's only pre-alpha. Y'all have a lot of time. You'll have a lot of time on your hands. I got choked up right there. We have a lot of time on our hands to want to have a good game because nothing is good out for FPS right now. Multiplayer anyway. So we really need this time to be taken on. We need this patience right now. And the patience is close. The patience is close to being up. We can't be mad about a pre-alpha that's 2 generations behind. Again, a pre-alpha that's 2 generations behind the final product. We need something to be good on release. I don't recall any game that's been good on release in the past, few years, except for the single player games. Multiplayer games. I don't know about it. I'm not so sure. But seriously, the people who's enjoying the game, right, in pre-alpha are possibly the people who you should listen to. The people who's like, oh, the movement is good. The maps are good. The guns are fun. If you know, EA, DICE, the people who leaked your footage who said you should not leak the footage and talk about the next game and whatnot, those people who are talking bad about the pre-alpha and saying this is garbage, those be those same people who be sitting in the corner getting falled on by debris from the fallen building. Don't move at no don't move at all, nothing. Don't do nothing. They just sit there. Turn their camera up to the debris falling on them. Face first. That's who the people we should y'all should not listen to. I know it sounds harsh, and it is a little bit harsh, it is a little bit harsh, but like the positive comments is better for us, man. That's what I think. The positive comments is really, really good for the next Battlefield. Seriously, it's really good. It's really good because them negative comments, man, those is not even justifiable comments. Those are just opinions, not facts that has been implemented before in the previous games. Like one suggestion I'm gonna give, uh, the slide jumping, right? The slide jumping. So that's a major thing. That's a major thing that needs to be fixed, right? Or can be fixed. That's just one major thing, right? But the slide jumping, right? The slide jumping in, I think they had it in 5, right? Or they just only had a slide. But still, every game has some sort of a slide effect. Of course, Battlefield 4 didn't. It was all on its own, like very fast anyway. So y'all, people will still argue that the movement is too fast in that form, even if they didn't have slide movement. Because if y'all release BF4 today, they will complain, oh, the movement is too fast. It's too, because they don't know how to utilize the movement. They don't use the movement. And like I'm saying, y'all y'all are removing the art form that y'all doing because y'all have for y'all game because y'all listening to people who's not trying to enjoy your game to a certain level that they want to achieve. If they're gonna stay casual, then they shouldn't be complaining like about of movement that's supposed to be determined on a certain levels that you are in the game because y'all do want the competitive atmosphere and I do too for the game and it's something that should be utilized in the game. But that's all I'm going to say for this video about why do people argue about the pre-alpha and stuff that is not even out. So that's my thoughts and I think that people should comprehend on what they're saying before they 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 say it, you know? So yeah, like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video, vice versa, and I'm out. Bye.